everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Glossy Philosophy. My name is Jansen Binman and today you are tuned in for a book talk. Happy December. It is almost the end of 2022. We are about to head into 2023. Oh my goodness. And it took me a really long time to decide which book to talk about for the December book talk, and I just kept going back to this incredible book that I read earlier this year, which is Captivate by Vanessa Van Edwards. Now, if you are not familiar with Vanessa Van Edwards, you need to be, because no matter where you are in life, where you are in your career, she is going to be able to help you with something when it comes to appreciating people, appreciating your spouse or partner, even getting to know yourself a little bit better so that you know how you work more efficiently and how you react to people, even things like what you do with your body when you talk or with your face, like it all matters. So, quick synopsis of Captivate. The full title, by the way, is Captivate, the Science of Succeeding with People. So Vanessa Van Edwards, she had this blog going for a really long time called The Science of People, where she would do these social experiments, and sometimes she would do them herself and sometimes she would get her team to do them. Everything from like aping. She said that one did not work, to see if people would actually follow her like apes do, or even just like how she introduced herself to like different kinds of business cards that she would give out that said different things and how people reacted to not only what she said but what was also on the business card. And she tracked and made all these databases on like which ones clients or potential clients would get back to her, and she just has so much information to share with us. And the book goes through like who she is as a person. I mean, I have to read the opening of the introduction because it is possibly the best introduction I've ever heard from a self-help book. And she says, "Hi, my name is Vanessa and I'm a recovering awkward person." Raise your hand if you have ever felt like that awkward person. Yes, so true. And this whole first page, it just grabs you with the sincerity and the honesty of who she was growing up and how awkward she was. And it's like funny, sad, but then you look at her and you're like, okay, girl's got it going on. She's going to be fine. So as you continue through the book, she breaks it down from like maybe first date, first impression, to you're going to a wedding, where should you stand, what are some really good topics to talk about, or not even necessarily topics, but just how to talk to people that you don't know, which is definitely going to happen at things like weddings, or I mean really any social gathering. Maybe you haven't seen your family for a while because everyone's like broken up all over the US or the world, and you want to make that connection with them. How do you create that spark, that conversational spark with them, and how do you just like be a memorable person? You can even use this advice for like business and just how to be more captivating to potential clients, or even if you're like a stay-at-home mom and maybe you're just trying to make some mom friends, how do you make yourself a little bit more interesting sounding? Because Vanessa Van Edwards is so positive. She knows that everybody is really interesting and she knows that everybody has really good ideas, but sometimes we struggle with how to get our ideas across and how to grab people's attention and retain that attention so that we become memorable and we captivate our audience to remember us and say, hey, I want to hang out with that person. Hey, I want to call that person to do whatever job they said that they did, etc., etc. And then it goes from that to the end, which is like empowering you to take all this information and just go for it. And not only that, but there's this really beautiful like couple of chapters where it's like figuring out people and what drives them, what motivates them, and how to not only understand that, but also how to show that appreciation. So if you're a boss, or if you're a mom, or you're in a relationship, these chapters are going to be so key to just kind of understanding the people that are most important around you and how to motivate them, and also how they like to be motivated, and it might be different from you, and how they like to be appreciated. So that's a quick, not quick, synopsis of this amazing book. All right, a couple things before I obviously recommend this book. So don't read this all at once. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of studies that she herself has done, again, her team, and she also grabs some studies that have been done behaviorally, socially, from like professors at Harvard and other professionals of like sociology. So everything is backed up by science, which is really cool. And you definitely want to take it chapter by chapter. You don't have to like mull over all of the chapters. Some of them, there are quizzes that you or your partner or whoever can take, or even just like worksheets that you can bring to your team if you work in a team, and just kind of like dissect how everybody deals with information, things like that. She also goes into things like, if you are X person and this person is a Y person, how do you communicate with that person and not make them want to run away when they see you, which is so important. And just so much information on how to just be nice to people and how to get people to see the beauty that's inside of you and inside of your ideas. Okay. Like the most surprising thing that I read, I think, was chapters, I think it's 9 through 7. Back up. Chapters 7 through 9. And they were talking about kind of dissecting people, how to figure out their own puzzles. And after I read that, I was like, holy moly, stop the presses. I need to talk to my husband about how he likes to be shown gratitude and how I like to be shown gratitude. And it just like really opened up this interesting conversation of like how we show our appreciation for each other and how we like to be shown appreciation, which are sometimes really different. And it was just a very interesting conversation to figure out who we are and how we like to be shown appreciation. And then you can do that with all of your family, or again, if you're like the boss, your team members, or even your kids. Everybody has signals to show you what they like, what's important to them, and what they like to be rewarded with, whether it's food or gifts or a thank you note or something. So for example, if you send a thank you note to somebody who like hates thank you notes, it's not really thanking them, it's more of a bother for them. But maybe that's how you show your appreciation. So it's like this really interesting relationship builder. Some other really surprising things that I read were how you are communicating whether or not you realize it, with your face and your smiles, your real smiles and your fake smiles. Those are contagious. So if you go to like an event, a wedding, any kind of social gathering, or even like a work gathering, and you are just like down in the dumps, that can be really contagious. So it's really interesting to think about, like, maybe you shouldn't say yes to everything. If you are in the right frame of mind and you are excited to be there and you have your little goals that she gives you that can make like those awkward people maybe a little bit less awkward, then you are jazzed, you're excited, you're showing that on your face, you're showing that with your body language, and then people will just like be drawn to you and, hey, what's going on over here, kind of thing. And then that's how you're able to build those relationships. So that was really interesting and really kind of surprising. I think, again, one of my favorite things was just like the dissecting people and figuring out like family, for me, family members, and just how people view the world through their eyes instead of me through my eyes, because we all view it a little bit differently. So, in conclusion, yes, I absolutely recommend Captivate, The Science of Succeeding with People, Vanessa Van Edwards. She's amazing. She has amazing interviews out there on YouTube. She has her own YouTube channel. Of course, she has her own website. She has another book that's out that I still have to finish. But this book is solid. And again, no matter where you are in life, what your profession is, stay at home mom to CEO, there is something in there for you. And I would say, like, buy the book. Don't even rent it. Just buy it, enjoy it, laugh, and talk to people about what you've learned through her books. So that is the book talk of Captivate by Vanessa Van Edwards. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you have enjoyed these book talks. I've really loved doing them. I think that they're really important and really fun to, again, engage our minds and think about books a little bit deeper, especially the ones that we really, really like. So I will be continuing this in 2023, and I will see you all very soon for either fashion or beauty. And thank you again for watching. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.